everyone. I mentioned in my last video where I tried to play PSO2 with a PS5 controller, which is this thing right here, where I bought it from the Cyber Monday and the Black Friday sale for like 60 bucks Canadian. Let's just say the experience was pretty wild, and I said I'll make a video of my setup of what I used while playing PSO2, mice and keyboards and all that sort of stuff. So I've had a journey with keyboards over the past decade or so. This you see here is the Logitech G10 full-size keyboard with a numpad and arrow keys and multimedia keys right here. Before this one, I had a Razer mechanical keyboard, and the clicky sounds on the Razer keyboard was pretty loud. It didn't bother me that much because I had my headphones on, and whenever I'm gaming I can hardly hear the clicky sounds at all. But yeah, it didn't really bother me much. This one right here, still clicky, but it's not as clicky or a bit not as loud as the Razer one. A bit more quieter, so to speak, muffled. Yeah, it was a little bit muffled. But fun fact, I did a lot of L-Star PvP with this keyboard, and it did me proud. It still works up to this day. There is a sad part about it, and I'll show you later. This you see right here is also a Logitech keyboard. This is the G910 full-size gaming keyboard, the one I currently use for gaming. This is what I use for playing a lot of PSO2, either in base game or NGS. It's very bulky compared to this one, due to the fact that it has more macro keys on the side here, more up here too, and then a little, I think these are like mouse macros or something like that, most mouse profiles. I don't know, you guys can see it like right there. It's very small. Yeah, and then this has a little fancy tray that you can put your phone on, and like a stand or something. But I don't have my phone around me right now, so I can't really show you. The multimedia keys on the side over here with the scrollable volume wheel, and then yeah. And apparently this is like, this part right here is like a good wrist pad. But yeah, it was alright. It wasn't soft or comfy, it's just a rough wrist pad. It's detachable too, but who cares about that? But anyways, recently I made another change. So it's not gonna be this one. The one I built with the parts that I bought on Black Friday and Cyber Monday is here. Let me get it real quick. Yeah, this little guy right here, this guy is called the Redragon K631 Caster 65% hot swappable keyboard. You can already tell by the size that this is a lot smaller than the first two, like right here. This one just doesn't have the numpad and multimedia keys that you see up top, and the F1 to 12 button. It's very small and compact. And when I bought this, the stock keycaps were pretty loud, pretty much the same. It was kind of the same sound when I was using the Logitech keyboards. But yeah, I had the plan to make a THOCKY sounding keyboard to clear up some of the office space, because as you can see now with this one, if this wasn't here and I was gaming with this keyboard, you can already see that I barely have any room to, like, you know, move my mouse. Well, there's a little bit of room here, but it's still not enough. But you can see now that the comparison that I'm moving on from this keyboard to this one, with this wire, and now that I also have a wireless mouse too. This one is called the Logitech G305. I also bought this on Black Friday, and I'm pretty sure up to this day this is still on sale on Amazon. But yeah. And it is wireless too, so I don't have to deal with the wire like this one, for example, because I'm dangling with this one right now to clear up some space for the sake of the video. But yeah, now since this is wireless, I don't have to tingle with any wires, and then I have all this mouse space. So it'd be good if I'm playing like FPS games or something like that. But yeah, that was pretty much my process of clearing up desk space from this to this, and I give it a thumbs up, and I'm satisfied with it. So this, to talk about this more, because I took it apart, the frame, the keycaps, the switches underneath the keycaps, and the PCB, which is like the board where everything is like connected to. I did this on stream, and the audio was muted because I was tinkering around with the scenes on OBS, and I did not realize that there was no sound. So I don't think people in chat were able to hear me. They were just watching me work on the keyboard, which is fine, but I feel bad that people weren't able to hear me, even when I was trying to communicate with them, and I didn't realize I was muted. So the stock, when I tested out the keyboard, was similar to the complete sounds from any gaming mechanical keyboards. Clicky, loud, and gaming. This one, soft, quiet, hard to click on, basically, also gaming. But the process of getting this to basically finish was literally just the lubing. The lubing took me about 10 hours, having to take apart about 68 keycaps and the switches, and I would have to lube like the little stem parts of the switches, like the red caps. I don't know if I have. I should have here actually. Yeah, this little thing right here. This one that you see right now, this one is not lubed. And then I would have to take off this little stem. This thing is called the stem. You can take it off and you press it. And then this is what connects to the PCB underneath the keycaps. And then this is where the keycaps go on top. It'd be like the PCB down here. That's what these little pins over here connects to. And then the switch. And there's like a little spring inside that I would have to lube as well. And then the switch itself. I don't think you guys can hear the click that I'm clicking right now, but it's this one's not lubed. But everything in here is lubed. Now that I managed to find a set of green keycaps, which was perfect because I wanted to go for the green theme setup because my favorite color is green. Green and black is my go-to combination colors. And I'll post links to these products that I use in the descriptions. So if you're interested in any of these, whether it's the Logitech keyboard or this one, well, the base and the keycaps, I'll post those things in the description as well. But yeah. The process of dampening was a hassle too, because after I took everything apart, I took this the frame here, and then I bought a separate set of silicone mold that I had to make between A and B, and then I had to mix those together and then pour it into the case, and I had to wait a couple hours for it to dry. It was very sticky when I was playing with it, but I started to get impatient, but I tried to fight it because I wanted to get it done over with. In the end, after the process finished, the silicone leaked because there are some holes at the bottom of the frame here, and it leaked through these holes, even through the kickstand too, because there's like holes in between the things, and this as well. I don't really want to take it apart just to show you, but the sound that I managed to get, very satisfying. Again, just listen to the sound test at the end of the video, and now, since this is done, this is going to be my current keyboard. I have so much more play space, like I said earlier, so that I can move my mouse a lot more freely. And I didn't have the desk space to begin with, since these two were the ones I was using before. And it took up like, I don't know, that much. And my mouse pad is like the entire table, basically. For the rest of my setup, like I said earlier, this one I bought from Black Friday is the G305, right? G305 Lightspeed gaming mouse. Probably still on sale when you watch this video, and probably not. I'm hoping it is. And you see my very fancy Diva mouse pad in PJs, and yeah. Oh, and my very own, well, it's not my own, but I bought a customized cable, which is also green, that plugs into my my keyboard. I don't know if you guys can see the lights. Oh yeah, you guys hardly can, but it's also green if you pay attention to the little lights underneath the keycaps. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to show. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I still have a bit of cleaning to do, but that's basically my rig. If you have any questions about the keyboard modding, feel free to ask. I somewhat have a bit of knowledge now since I literally just built my very first keyboard. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. I need to get myself a bottle of water, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll play the sound test again as an outro, but in the meantime, I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you all in the next one. Here's a little heart. Take care, everyone. Here's a typing test to compare the sounds between the two keyboards. I don't have the stock sound from the unmodded Dragon keyboard before I changed it up to this, because I forgot to record it, I guess. And let's just say it's similar to the Logitech that you can and you can compare that with this one.